Thank you. Welcome to this next episode of Your Music, Your Story. Today we're talking with Speedyfun from Madrid, Spain. So how are you guys today? Or I guess either.
Hi. We're hot here.
Yeah.
It's like 100 degrees in Madrid, so
Is it all hot and humid out there?
Not that humid, but it's
Is that regular Madrid summer weather?
yeah, it is. And we are not aircon fans, so my house now is like a sauna.
You're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's been cold for the most part out here in Southern California. I mean, we're supposed to get some warm weather now, but it's been cold. Normally, it's nice weather here. But I hate the cold. That's why I live in Southern California. So who all do we have in Speedyfun? Who all is in the band?
So
Marta, yeah.
is a guitar player and lead singer. Bernie is a bass player. Alex is lead guitar, and myself, Pablo, I'm the drummer.
Nice. So how long have you guys been a band for?
Ooh,
2016, Bernie and I started, and then they joined us later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were all friends, and we played in different bands, so we were destined to be together. Yeah.
It was written in the stars.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's fun. So one question I had, so I watched some of your videos on YouTube. Now I think they were older, maybe 5
Yeah.
but so at some of those you were just a 3-piece. So did you
Yeah.
start out as a 3-piece and then picked up the second guitar, or what was that? How'd that work out?
Yeah, actually, I was always a big fan of power trios because it's so simple to meet and to rehearse and to carry all your stuff when you have a gig. But then, well, the thing is, we tried to record an album in a kind of professional studio. We didn't like the results because it didn't sound like us at all. So here, Alex, our friend, said, "No worries, I will do it. I will do it because I have gone to all your gigs. I know what you like. I know what you sound." So he recorded us again, and he mixed everything. And he likes the song so much that then he became part of the band. And we were like, "Okay, yeah, welcome, of course." Yeah. He's a badass guitar player. He's so cool. He plays in many bands, so he's more than welcome.
Nice. So you got a 2-for-1. You got a sound engineer and a guitar player.
I'm community manager.
Oh, a 3-for-1.
Yeah, because he's the youngest, and we are. Well, I'm in my 40s, and Bernie is 40. Pablo is 39. And he's like the cub, yeah.
So he's
the millennial. He's the millennial here.
Uh-oh.
He loves Instagram and all that. It's like, so it was like, oh, all yours, yeah. Do what you want to do.
Don't worry, I got this.
Yeah.
So that was one question on Facebook, or not on Bandcamp. So you had that Alex is your guitar player, and then Alex was a producer of recording. So that was you.
Oh,
You did
yeah.
both those on your Do It Yourself album?
Not actually.
Do it yourself album,
Do it yourself, yes.
Yes.
But in the previous one, was it?
Our first EP was recorded not professionally, but with a friend called Alex as well, another Alex. Yeah, so I guess, as you say, it's written in the stars. We like Alex people.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
We like that name.
So on your Do It Yourself album, so that one came out, it says it was like May 16th of this year. So that just
Yeah.
Nice. So how long did it take you to record it?
Oh,
yeah.
Was
You
this
tell
one of
him
those
about
COVID
it,
albums?
Pablo. It was like a soap opera, Jeff, because the pandemic was in the middle of it. And here in Spain, the lockdown was really, really strict, and we were all locked in small apartments and we couldn't meet. And then after that, everything was pretty scary. So yeah, it was like a long process.
Yeah.
So
I think it was almost 2 years.
Yeah. The pandemic and everything. Yeah. So
it was like we managed to record hometown, so we set everything there. I think that was the summer of 2020, I think.
Probably, yeah.
And then, we were recording everything at his place, but the thing was with the curfew, we were not allowed to be in mixed groups together
they could find you for that.
Like, from time to time. So we couldn't get together to actually keep recording. So it was a really long process. So maybe we managed to get together for a few weekends in a row and get some baselines tracked. And we need to wait for another 2 months maybe to keep the recording. It was all depending on what was the measures. It was long.
Yeah.
But we kept going. That's a good thing.
And on the other hand, he's awesome. He knows a lot about computers and stuff, but he's not a professional sound engineer. Yeah. So he was learning at the same time and buying some new stuff for his home studio. So yeah, we did it together and
it was fun. And
it was fun.
Yeah, we were all learning together as well because we didn't know many things. Like we didn't know how to properly mic a drum set. So it was basically trial and error, like all the time.
Yeah, and lots of hearing sessions and lots of mistakes, but finally we got what we wanted because it sounds like us.
Yeah.
So we're happy with it.
That's what we were trying to get, like that it sounds like we sound playing together. There's no a lot of additions to that, and not a lot of stuff.
Fake. Sometimes I think professional studios they're awesome for some things, but if you play punk rock, you don't want all that accessory makeup and auto-tune in the voices and filters or things like that. You want to sound raw and natural, like when you play a gig, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit better, but yes.
Well,
that's good. Yeah, I mean that's where I got my drums over there. I don't know what I'm doing. I point them at the drums. That works. So, but
you're a drummer yourself, right? You're a drummer yourself.
Yeah, I'll play whatever I can get my hands on.
Oh, that's great.
So
there's
cool.
my guitars over there.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow! I can see that now when you move. Yeah. Wow!
On the
keyboard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, whatever I can get my hands on, I'll play. But drums are where I started. I started back in '92, I think it was. We were in a band in high school, and so it's fun. I like it. Take out the aggression,
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's fun. So, one thing that I've talked with a lot of the bands I've talked with is COVID really took a number on the band. And that's just mostly here in Southern California. Now, my understanding, it was a lot stricter, and I'm guessing from what you guys were saying out there in Europe. And so that really hit it hard on you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you guys
no, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and you guys couldn't even get together, or you could just small amounts, or you're just sneaking under the, down low.
Well, for 2 months, we couldn't literally left the building just for shopping. It was very strict. As I said, they could fine you. And then after 2 months, there were restrictions. So you could go out at certain times, only meet with certain people. And in certain places, the schools were locked. Most of the people still worked online. So,
it was super. It really took a time. Actually, our last show was, I think it was February 2020. That was the last time we played together.
2 weeks before the pandemic, and then on Friday, just 2 days ago, it was our first gig after that.
So it was,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was like a huge celebration. Yeah. Yeah, because for many months here in Spain, you could play, but with certain conditions, the nightclubs opened and they said, okay, instead of, 200 people, you can host 20 people in separate tables, sitting down with a mask.
Sitting down with a mask. They cannot drink, they cannot do anything. They cannot sing, they cannot stand.
Well, that's boring.
Yeah, that's why we choose not to play.
We chose not to play that. Maybe jazz, or I don't know, folk songwriters, but definitely not punk rock.
Yeah, that's not punk rock.
Yeah.
So are things back open to where you can play like you used to before, or are there still a little bit of regulations? Or is it back?
Right now
it's fine.
Yeah,
it's been a year that it's everything went back to normal, but we were focusing on finishing the album. So we finished the album by Easter, I think. Yeah. And then we decided to release the 2 singles and then the album and then to do the concert. Yeah. So
we tried to do a bit of a build campaign on social media to promote it, a little bit rather than just putting it out and see what happens. We try to do a bit of Facebook and Instagram and releasing singers every week and that's that. And we tried out that way.
And I think it worked.
Because we were not super fond of doing that. We were more about just putting it out and see what happened. But we were advised to do that the other way, and I think it worked.
Yeah, Alex the millennial. To do it.
Yeah. Fun. So, so with this do-it-yourself album, so you had these songs for a while then, and then you just finally put the album together. Because we had the Speedyfun album, I think it was 2016, and then this was 2003. So had not hit, this would probably come out earlier, presumably.
Yes. Yes. Sure. Actually, when we went to this studio, I think it was 2019.
Yeah.
So it was all set to be recorded and out in 2019. The thing is that it didn't work out in the studio. We needed to start from the scratch.
Yeah, start over.
We had the pandemic and everything else.
We had a little crisis there because we didn't know what to do, if mixing the studio material or start over again. So for a while, we tried to fix it, but then Alex said, I think it's a waste of time. Let's start over again and let's do a fresh start, record everything again and mix everything again. And
so actually, we did this record twice, actually.
Yeah.
Now you're experienced. Well, that's fun. So can we put some of the songs in here and just play?
Sure.
So some of the ones that I liked off that one is definitely there was the Who Is Who. I enjoyed that one.
Why don't we hang out together for a while? Let's play and let's see what happens.
It sounds like fun, so let's do it. I can't wait for it. I've always liked your style.
Never is too late to have thoughts in your life. Let's stick together and try. Who is who you wanna be me? I wanna be you. Who is who you wanna be me? I wanna be you. Who is who you wanna be me? I wanna be you. 'Cause we're having so much fun. That's the truth. I like the way that you say what you think. You're crazy, you're always laughing.
I like the sound of your voice when you sing. I could listen to it for hours.
Never is too late to have thoughts in your life. Let's stick together and try. Who
Is there a certain, what's that song? Is there something of it's about? Or anything, or just a song?
Yeah, it's about when we met and we started playing together. That actually we can play different instruments. So sometimes I would like to play the bass, or Bernie would like to play the drums, and Pablo would like to sing, or yeah, and it was like, who is who in this band? Yeah.
Well, at least you have a bass player, because nobody wants to be a bass player. That's
Yeah, actually, he was a drummer.
Yeah.
He was a drummer, and I said, Bernie, come on, why don't you learn to play the bass? And we set a new punk rock band, so I play the guitar and you play the bass, and then we find a drummer, and it will be fun and easy. And he was like, okay. So he bought the bass, and as he plays the guitar as well, it was easy for him. Yeah, but actually he was a drummer. Yeah.
And he sings as well. Actually,
He
who sings in it's not
yeah, it's like a duet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So you became the bass player by choice because you were a bass player.
He was voluntold to be the bass player.
I had a band because I've never played guitar in the band. I've played bass and I've played drums, and I finally was going to play guitar in a ska band one time. I was so excited because they wanted a second guitar player, and it was a band that I knew before, and they're like, yeah, we're going to practice in 2 weeks, whatever, blah blah blah. And so I saw him a couple days before we're going to practice. He's like, dude, our drummer quit. He's like, will you play the drums?
Oh.
Like, damn it, I don't want to. I want to play guitar, damn it. But I play the drums anyway. Yeah, whatever. You can play in a band without 2 guitar players. You can't play without a drummer. Turns out that don't work. So another one that I enjoyed off it was Come What May. Assuming I took it as about relationships.
It's been so long since we met, and I think that we have to talk. No one knows what will come, but I feel it's not real anymore, and we have to do something. It just doesn't make sense. We're ignoring the distance, but it's not okay. So let's face all the problems, even if we're afraid. Let's be honest with each other till the end. Come what may, come what may, come what may, I will never
That's what I was assumed is about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Most of the songs are, I don't know, love songs, hate songs. We're not big like deep message people like political bands, or they're pretty simple. And normally I write the lyrics, and years ago I normally base them on my own experiences. But now I've been with my partner for almost 18 years, so there's nothing new going on. So normally they're based on people I know or friends, but I don't normally tell people that I write songs about them, because imagine your wife is cheating on you and then I write a song about it. I'm not going to tell you, obviously.
Awkward.
Yes.
Somebody's
That's awesome. Well, another one that I enjoyed off your Speedyfun album was the Kick Your Ass.
Oh,
That's your angry song.
Yeah. Angry teenage songs. Like, you don't cheat on me, motherfucker.
Punch you square in your man berries.
Now I know who you are, and I see what you do, and I get what you want. Now I know how I feel, and I've learned how to live. I deserve what I need. You were very mean, and you make me sick, and I'm gonna kick your ass. You were in my mind, you were in my dreams. Now it's just the past, and I'm gonna kick your ass. You were all my life, everything to me. Now I realize that I'm gonna kick your ass. And I know they're still here, also know you're not there. That's okay, I don't care. You were such a waste of time, it won't happen again. 'Cause to me you're just dead. You were very mean, and you make me sick, and I'm gonna kick your ass. You were in my mind, you were in my dreams. Now it's just the past, and I'm gonna kick your ass. You were all my life, everything to me. Now I realize that I'm gonna kick your ass. 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 Hell yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna kick your ass. Hell yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna kick your ass. Hell yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna kick your ass. Hell yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna kick your ass. Hell yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna kick your ass. Hell yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna kick your ass. Hell yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna kick your ass. Hell yeah, all I know is that I'm gonna kick your ass.
So you'll have to excuse my ignorance. The closest I've ever made it to Europe was Florida. So I know nothing about over there. When you guys play, do you just always sing in English? Or I don't know if you make it up to France, or I don't know. Or just always singing in English when you do your songs?
I like the sound of English because punk rock started in English in Britain, in America, California, So I it doesn't sound very well to my hearing. It's this is a personal point of view. Okay, I there are some Spanish punk rock bands that I love and they sing in Spanish, but I don't know. I prefer the sound of English. Yeah, for me, singing punk rock in Spanish would be like singing flamenco in German or in English. Weird, you know.
That's not how it's supposed to be.
And sometimes we're just, you know, joking at rehearsals, and I suddenly sing a chorus in Spanish, one of our chorus in Spanish, and it sounds awful. And they're like, no, please, don't do that. Sounds terrible. Instead of tired of you, cansado de ti.
We used to be friends, we were always together. We used to have fun and get drunk every night. Then we started dating, it was a mistake. Something changed, it will never be the same. I'm tired of you, you're just a pain in the ass. That's what you are. So let's forget about it, or I kill myself if I see you again. Please don't call me, I don't wanna hear you. Don't insist on it, I don't wanna fight. Now it's too late to say that you're sorry. So leave me alone, I just wanna go home and start a new life. You were like my shadow, you were like a sticker. You became a stalker and I couldn't breathe. It was an obsession, not a relationship. Give me a break, would you please? I'm tired of you, you're just a pain in the ass. That's what you are. So let's forget about it, or I kill myself if I see you again. Please don't call me, I don't wanna hear you. Don't insist on it, I don't wanna fight. Now it's too late to say that you're sorry. So leave me alone, I just wanna go home and start a new life. So leave me alone, I just wanna go home and start a new life. So leave me alone, I just wanna go home and start a new life.
Yeah, so yeah, all the
Sounds terrible to me. I'm
all the
sorry.
shows are
Yeah.
Why you don't do it in Spanish? That's what Marta
That's
said,
the
it's the
explanation.
explanation.
Probably because you know, when you're a teenager, I think this is like your the time of your life when you get most of your influences musically and in other aspects as well. And when I was a teenager, I was living the 90s, and I loved all those American punk rock bands like NoFX or Bad Religion, Lagwagon, and they all sang in English. So I don't know. I think it's why probably it sounds better to me. I was more into American music than into Spanish music back then. And of course, I love many Spanish bands, you know, but yeah, when I was a teenager, I normally listened to all that stuff. Yeah. I think that's why.
There's nothing wrong with that. So what's the punk scene like out there? Are there a lot of punk bands, but not very many? Or what's that like out there?
I mean, well, Marta is the expert on the band scene in Madrid.
Not very expert.
Because she knows every single band out there. I mean, you just heard about some band and you mentioned that in the rehearsal, and Marta is like, of course, yeah, these guys are great. It's like there's no band that she has, that she has not her ears on. I think that in Madrid there are many really great bands.
Yeah.
And actually the scene, I wouldn't say that the scene is huge. There are like 3 or 4 key places where where we always play. And there are a few bands that, we are always like, one is playing in this place, the other one is playing in the other one is playing in the other.
It's like a circuit we have here.
But yeah, I think they're really, really great bands, and we have a very good relation among all of us. Of course, there are a few like bigger bands that are playing, bigger venues and bigger shows. But, in the amateur band scene, I think that there are many great bands.
Yeah.
So there's just not a whole lot of places to play out there. I'd assume Madrid is big.
Yeah,
it's big.
Not like a whole lot of the punk places to play.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are many, and I wouldn't say I think that we can agree on the live music scene is not the same as in many places in the US. I wouldn't say so big. I mean, we have spent some time in the US, all of us, in different places. And the live music scene is much bigger there.
Yeah. You have a culture of going out and have a beer and see the show of a band that maybe you don't know before, but you enjoy listening to them. Yeah, to live music in general. Yeah.
And here is something that, most of the people, they would go to listen to a band that they know, but they wouldn't show up on a place and see, hey, let's see what's going on here.
Yeah. So they're not just going to show up and see who's playing wherever. Like they're going to go to a band and that's it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So sometimes it's just bands watching bands.
Been there, done that.
So you can see the audience. Oh, this is from Nitro Pollo. This is those are from No Nipples. Oh, those are from
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. Now is that because of COVID, or was it kind of like that beforehand as well?
Yeah, I think it's the scene. There's not that culture, and I think that we are fortunate enough to have a small scene that is healthy and with good bands and people that
and their friends. Yeah,
but it's not huge. You wouldn't. I think that this last show we did Friday, it was less than 100 people, and it was a great show.
Yeah, because the punk rock clubs are not too big.
Yeah.
Which I think it's cool, because I personally prefer small shows than going to a stadium and see like a huge production, with thousands of people there. From time to time, we go to festivals, of course, to see big bands, but I think it's charming as well to go any random day to one of these punk rock clubs and stay with, 50, 70, 100 people watching any random band, actually. Yeah, I think it's charming. I'm a nostalgic.
I'd agree with that. Like, I'm a big 311 fan, and we've seen 311 at amphitheaters. I mean, it's cool, but when you're 500 feet or 100 yards away, you're like, I mean, it's cool. I could barely even make out who you are.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That's it.
We did see it down in Anaheim. I don't remember what the place was called, and it was a lot smaller, and you were a lot closer. I mean, maybe 15, 20 feet. It was a whole lot better. So I agree. When it's funner when you're closer with bands, when whoever it is, rather than
you can feel the music. You can see actually how the musicians are playing. I mean, technically, if you are interested in it, you can see, oh, they're using these pedals, or I don't know. I personally like being in the front, and feel it like close to you. You can almost smell their sweat.
I don't know. That's going a little far.
Just kidding.
These people are stinky. But I agree. Yeah, it's fun just to be right up there in the front, especially when when there's emotion involved and they're playing.
Oh
Not
yeah.
like angry, but you could feel that whatever it is, they're enjoying what they're playing. They're putting their heart and soul into it. There's a feeling there, and it's
Oh
I agree,
yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah. We love it too. And that's why we try to make our shows like super energetic and super fun. And last Friday, for example, it was awesome because our energy was very high and the audience went crazy and they all jumped and pushed themselves and they had a little circle pitch going on down there. So it was really cool. Yeah. So not a lot of people, but very enthusiastic. I think that's what's important. Sometimes, I don't know if in the States, but here you are playing, like killing yourself, shouting, playing so fast. And then the audience is like watching TV. They don't move at all. It's like, hey, hello.
Oh, yeah. Been there, done that one. You put it in there. Like,
yeah.
Just waiting for you to leave.
That's it, Jeff.
I'm not gonna. I mean, I found myself being guilty of that one. I'm not gonna lie. When I used to play for the last, I don't know, I'd say year. Again, it was the same songs, and they were typically easier songs to play. They weren't really complex or anything, which was fine. But I'm not gonna lie. I did find myself playing, and we were at a bar, and there'd be a basketball game on. Totally just not even paying attention. I just started watching whatever game or football game was on. So definitely wasn't any heart in that one. But yeah, I agree. It's fun when you get the crowd involved. It definitely makes it more exciting. It's awesome. But yeah, those shows when people are just like, or like when you open up for a bigger band and you could tell these people are like, who the hell are you? I didn't come down.
Yes.
Like, you bunch of jerks.
Lies, a bunch of lies is all I had after you left. Eyes is what it felt when I found out about your lies. They're bigger than my heart, but smaller than my pride. They're bigger than my heart, but smaller than my pride. Lies, don't tell me lies. They're only words, but they're like poison to my heart. Oh, lies, don't tell me lies. They're only words, but they're like poison to my heart. So lies no more. Hate, it's what I give you in return for what you did. Fate, it will decide what to do with you, what you deserve. They're bigger than my heart, but smaller than my pride. They're bigger than my heart, but smaller than my pride. Lies, don't tell me lies. They're only words, but they're like poison to my heart. Oh, lies, don't tell me lies. They're only words, but they're like poison to my heart. So lies no more, lies no more, lies no more, lies no more, lies no more. Never felt like that before, 'cause you tricked me like a fool. Never wanna try again, never make the same mistake. What is gonna happen now is that I'm just gonna love. I'll pretend you don't exist, it will be better for me. Lies, don't tell me lies. They're only words, but they're like poison to my heart. Oh, lies, don't tell me lies. They're only words, but they're like poison to my heart. So lies no more.
So what's the plan for Speedyfun for now? What are you guys up to now?
Next step will be filming a video clip because we don't have one. We have an old one, sorry, from 2016 or
from the previous
EP. Yeah. So that's our next step, and we want to do some gigs out of Madrid. So we are talking to other bands. So yeah, that's our plan.
Yeah, and we already have some new songs. So eventually,
yeah, we have like 6 or 7 new songs ready to record.
Nice.
So
now that we know how to do that,
yeah,
now you got to figure it out.
yeah.
So, when you guys are going to do your video, do you have someone that's going to do it for you, or are you guys going to do it yourself, or what's that process going to be?
We're discussing it right now, Jeff. So because we are not super rich to pay a guy that does it for us. So maybe we will do it ourselves again. We are not sure. Actually, we had lunch together here at my place. This was a kind of a topic during lunch. So how to do it? Maybe we can do it with an iPhone. Filming some scenes at our little studio where we go to rehearse every week, or maybe pay something to not a professional, because it will be like super expensive, but someone we know that
could put everything. We are not a big, we are not like super big fans of video clips, generally speaking. Is like we love like live music and playing music and all that stuff, but we don't see ourselves like pretending to play a song to playback with flashlights on the back. So we were wondering like what story do we want to tell with the video? It's like what is the point of putting a video out there? And it was just selling, just showing a little bit of what is behind the life of the band. And and we are grateful to be friends, and to we are having lunch here together because we like each other, which is great. And
that's good. You like each other.
Like each other in the good sense.
Well, we have played in those bands where we
like spending time together with each other, Pablo.
Well put.
So that's the idea, just to have a few clips of of us like doing stuff that we love to do together, like play music and having fun here, and having lunch together and having fun, and
going to gigs
and
festivals,
just putting that together, and that's it.
Yeah,
so probably that would be a very simple video.
Fun.
Yeah.
So when you're going to start playing more shows out of Madrid, where all are you going to go? Like, how far out of Madrid would you go? And I'm going to map, because I don't know any of this. That's all that I know.
We're trying to contact local bands in different places, Spain, and Granada, or Barcelona, or Valencia, different directions, because you have to make sure you have an audience, because if not, you will waste your gas money, your time, your hotel money, or whatever, your van rent. So you have to make sure there will be people, because as we were talking about earlier, here there's not a big culture of going out and see any shows. So, for example, if you know a band in a place and they kind of have their own audience, and then we go play with them, we will make sure we will cover all the expenses, and then we can do it the other way around. Yeah, they can come to Madrid maybe a few months later, and they will have our audience here that will enjoy their show as well. So it's kind of like we organize the gigs here.
Yeah.
I mean, like amateur bands, because here it's very difficult to earn money just playing with your band. It's 99% of the musicians, they do have another job.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like that in California.
I think out of everyone that I've even played in bands with since the early 90s, I don't think I know anybody that this is all they do. Maybe one, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone always has some other job, whether full-time or part-time.
Yeah. Well, I've heard in places like in Austin or Nashville, there's a lot of gigs going on, and maybe it's easier there to be a musician for a living, because in clubs they do need musicians every night. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like out here in Southern California. I mean, there's places to play. If you really wanted to play every night, you could play. There's all kinds, but a lot of them might end up being like you were talking about, 5 people, and they really didn't come to you. They came to just drink at the bar, and you're the inconvenience that's too loud to be there.
Okay.
But there's plenty out here to play, but yeah, you're just not making any money. And there's a lot of studio musicians, and I've heard that like around in Nashville, but you're a dime a dozen. If you're a guitar player, you better be amazing or have awesome people skills. Bass players and drummers, you have a little bit more of a chance if you're good, just because they're hard to find. But still, yeah, there are just so many of them out here, and a lot of them come out here. Yeah, I'm going to make it big. Same with acting. I'm going to make it big and move to California, and then you're flipping burgers at McDonald's because you can't make ends meet.
Yeah.
It's the same thing out here. There's just a lot more of us. That's why I have a full-time job. So it would be nice. It would be fun just to go and tour, play shows. I'm not going to lie. It would be awesome. But
yeah.
Now that I'm in my 40s, I have bills to pay. It's just not happening.
Yeah. Same here.
Well, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for contacting us and for including, for having us in your show. It's great, to spend some time talking to people living in the other part of the world. Is so cool. Yeah,
it's fun. Well, if you guys ever make a tour out here in Southern California,
we'll let you know.
We'd love it. Maybe we can play with one of your bands.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of them out here. We could hook some stuff up, all kinds of.
Yeah, we're pretty crazy, Jeff. 3 years ago, I told the guys, why don't we rent an RV and we all go to Slovenia to see a punk rock music festival? And they said, like, Marta, are you insane? And 3 hours later, we bought the tickets. So we went. It was like a 3 days driving to Slovenia, but it was amazing. We could see really, really great bands, all punk rock bands from any part of the world in Slovenia. So why not?
It could happen.
We could go to California.
It could happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you do, I got some drums and guitars. If you want, you can use them and take them. I don't have any guitar. I've got Randall and a Marshall head, but I have no speakers. I have just one box in the closet for recording, but so you'd be on your own for that one.
Sounds good. Do you have bunk beds for us in your house?
There's just me and my wife and the dog, and we have a larger house. But
cool.
Yeah, you come out.
We can take our sleeping bags.
Well, thanks. And so this will come out later tonight when you guys are asleep, of course. So tomorrow.
Okay.
Let us know.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much for your time.
All righty. Well, thank you. Thanks for joining me. And you guys have a good evening. I guess it is their afternoon. I don't know. What is it? What time is it? 5?
It's like almost 6 p.m. now. Yeah.
So evening. Yeah.
Well, good luck in your hot weather. You guys are sweating. I have a sweater on.
Oh yeah, lucky you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
All right, have a good night. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
You know that I love you. It's always been like this. You're what really matters. Nothing else exists. Tuesday, I keep waiting until Tuesday again. Waiting until Tuesday, I keep waiting until Tuesday again.